Today, we are going to make a naturally dyed black cake. Hi, welcome to Cake Mom. I'm Abby, this is Emery, and that's Aaliyah. On this channel, I share with you guys some of my favorite tips and techniques as well as recipes to help you with your home baking projects. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you can see when we post our next video. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not the hugest fan of food dyes, so I wanted to show you guys how to make some naturally dyed cakes. And today, So I wanted to start with one of the hardest colors to make, which is actually black. And today we're going to use no artificial food dyes. It's going to be all natural stuff. This recipe is actually going to be a chocolate cake base with some activated charcoal added to make it extra black. The recipe will be posted in the description below, but here are the ingredients you will need to make this cake. All-purpose flour, eggs, white sugar, butter, baking soda, baking powder, vanilla, food-grade activated charcoal, special dark cocoa powder combined with some strong coffee. Okay, so we're going to start by whipping our butter and our sugar together. I'll do this one. That's been creaming for about a minute just to get it light and fluffy. Now we are going to add our eggs one at a time. Make sure you stir it really well in between each addition. We're gonna scrape the sides down and continue to beat it. So we are going to combine our dry ingredients, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. We're gonna add it to our flour. And now our activated charcoal. Rub it in carefully, there you go.
So black.
Keep in mind, this is charcoal, so it's not going to not stain. So try not to get it all over everything.
Okay, so big.
Yes, it's so black. It's gonna make it look so cool. And now, like most of my cake recipes, we are going to add our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients alternately, beginning and ending with our dry ingredients. We are going to add our vanilla, scrape down the sides, and beat it up for about 30 seconds just until it's fully combined. Now we are going to prepare 3 6-inch pans or 3 9-inch pans depending on how tall you want your layers with butter, flour, and parchment paper. Make sure your oven is preheated to 350 degrees. Okay, so bake these for approximately 20 to 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more, until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. These tiny humans are gonna go to bed, but we'll see you soon. All right, we are going to make the black buttercream to frost this black cake. I don't know about you guys, but I have had trouble making black buttercream in the past because the black dye doesn't like to turn frosting black. It likes to turn it dark, 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 dark gray. A lot of people are out there like, you can add cocoa powder, make it black, which is great, except my dad is deathly allergic to chocolate, and I am heading that direction myself. So I wanted to make a black buttercream that you don't have to add chocolate to, and by that, I mean we are going to add charcoal powder. So these are the ingredients. You'll need a pound of butter. I prefer to use unsalted and salt it myself. Activated charcoal, 1 to 2 tablespoons, vanilla, and some powdered sugar. Maybe a little bit of heavy cream. If you want your buttercream a little bit softer, add a little bit of heavy cream. So I'm going to start with my butter, and I'm going to beat it on medium-high speed until it is light and fluffy, which usually takes about 5 minutes to cream butter correctly. You will notice it has lightened in color and almost doubled in volume. That's when it's ready. Then we are going to add our charcoal and our salt and our vanilla, and then we are going to add sifted powdered sugar. Whip it until it's done, and then it's ready to use. So we actually ended up using about 4 tablespoons of activated charcoal powder, but I think it depends on the brand you get. I'm not really sure about that. Let's add our powdered sugar and see how it turns out. Alright, so it's really dark gray, but it's not quite as black as I want it to be, so I am going to add another tablespoon. I have tasted this and it doesn't taste weird at all. I really actually am very surprised, because usually black buttercream, with the amount of dye you have to add, it ends up tasting bitter, which is why people add chocolate and stuff like that to kind of take away from that bitter food coloring taste. So let's add a little more charcoal and see what happens. So I think we've got this about where we want it, but what I'm going to do to make sure is I'm going to wrap it up for a couple hours while our cake is cooling and see if it darkens, because generally a black buttercream will darken if it's wrapped and left alone for a little bit. So we'll see you soon. Okay, so our crumb coat is on, and now we're just going to decorate this baby however you would like to. I think we're gonna do some white pumpkins, and it's just gonna be really pretty. So let's do it. All right, there it is, my first naturally dyed cake, and it's a black cake. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you found it informative, if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. And don't forget to like, and if you're new, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notifications bell so you can see when we post our next video. Have a great one.